Hey there, I'm Brian Grant with New Car Spin, and today is a different style of Conversation Alley because I'm actually inside of a house. And well, the story goes like this. It had rained a lot, and then it got really windy. Some kind of cold front came through, and there was pollen everywhere and just stuff flying around, gusts at 40 miles an hour. But basically, I opened the door to the garage and went outside and opened the garage to find a car that looked like this. Now, that's pretty gnarly, especially on a car that's been sitting outside. A black paint on any vehicle will be very difficult to clean safely and easily without scratching. But at the end, I got some pretty good results, and that's because I use one of my go-to products. And this is not a plug. This is not a paid promotion. This is basically me giving you the best advice I can to all of my subscribers and viewers. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe already. What I want to talk about is ONR. And this is what it looks like here. This is a bottle of it. And you can see it's used on RVs, vehicles, airplanes. It's pretty trick stuff. And I'm not sure on the price. I think it's about 12 to 18 bucks. And it's 32 ounces. So it's a pretty good amount of stuff for what you need to do. And let me explain to you what I do, because there are many different methods that people have. There are a lot of fans of ONR, and there are a lot of people who have shown different ways to do it. There's the Gary Dean method, for instance, where he uses many, many towels, and there's people who use many buckets, and I just keep it very simple because I want to get this done and over with. And the results are pretty damn good. So the first thing you need is a little measuring cup. Just go to Walmart and get one. Don't use the one from your kitchen, because this stuff is, I don't know if it's toxic or not, but basically it's plant-based, it's a polymer, and just get your own dedicated thing for the garage, okay? So you fill it up with 2 ounces. So you fill it up to the 2 ounce mark right here, right? And you pour it in the bucket. What you need in your bucket is, let's ignore that for a second. What you need in your bucket is this. This is called a grit guard, and it looks like a pool drain. It's about 10 bucks. And you'll see here it's about 2 inches tall, and it goes on the bottom of the bucket like so. And what that does is it prevents your wash media, your mitts and things, from touching the bottom of the bucket. It hits the drain part, but not the very bottom. And that's important because as you're washing the vehicle, all the dirt and debris that gets on here will fall through the solution to the bottom of the bucket. And every time you throw this in there, it won't hit the bottom and pick up all the dirt and put it on your mitt, because you don't want the dirt on the mitt, you want it off the mitt. And if you're not using a grit guard, what's going to happen is this mitt will touch the bottom, it will pick up all the metal particles from the brake dust and everything, and you're going to put it right back on the paint. And that's where you screw it up. That's where you scratch your paint. And on a black car, it's very easy to see, and over time on any color it'll be easy to see, because you're scratching the clear coat, and your car will look like it has swirl marks and random things on the paint. So this is my technique here, especially on a brand new car. I take care of them like this. ONR, 4 gallons of water in a bucket. You don't have to wash it outside because of that. So the benefit here of ONR is you roll it into your garage and you get to work. What you need is a thick microfiber towel like this. It's pretty damn thick, as you can tell. I got pretty fat fingers too, so this is almost 1/2 inch thick. Okay, nice nap. You want to get a nice towel, 2 towels actually. And why 2? Why 2? Because my rule is this. If I drop that mitt on the ground, throw it away. It's going to pick up so much dirt you can't see, and you can try all you want to rinse that dirt that was on the ground off of it. It's going to go right on that car, and you do not want to do that. So you want a second mitt just in case. And, you know, especially if you don't have a garage, let's just say you have a carport. I understand completely, because I have one in my condo in Dallas. If you drop that mitt, toss it. It was 8 bucks. It's cheaper than going to get your car washed somewhere else. Just throw it away and get a new one. So you basically throw that towel in the solution. So keep in mind, when you're fresh and full, it's up to this line, and it's more of a blue look like this. And it doesn't set up, it just basically looks like a solution. And you do one panel at a time in the garage. So you start with the cleanest first, which would be the roof, the top of the hood, the top of the trunk. And every panel, you throw the mid in there. You swish it around a little bit, agitate it, let the dirt fall. And as that's happening, you use this to dry off the panel. And you don't want to drag the drying towel on it. You want to fold the towel and pat it dry. Let's let this trash truck go by. Okay, so you've got your solution in the bucket, you've got your wash mitt, you've done one panel, you've done the hood, for instance, in here in the garage, right? So it's in the shade, you can close the door, you get the AC rolling, then you pat it dry. You just do one panel at a time. Cleanest panels first. You can use many towels if you want. This is just the way I do it. You don't have to do it this way. But you do one towel for the paint and then a separate towel for the wheels. And that's this towel here. This is a really short nap towel and very, very thin. And basically, I use this on the wheels. It gets them pretty clean, and I move on with life. Okay, so another thing you do is you don't wring out the towels. You get them nice and wet, and then you do one panel at a time, because that solution is what attracts the dirt and wicks away the dirt off the surface of the paint. And that will keep it from showing signs of age. You know, over time when you wash a vehicle, it starts to give micro abrasions to the clear coat. So eventually, obviously, with every method that you use, you're going to leave little micro abrasions. But with this method, it is in my opinion, the least abrasive, the safest way. Now, in that photo I showed you earlier, there's a technicality here. So the technicality is, like, right now on a day like today, with the car in the condition it's in now, I wouldn't hesitate to just roll it in the garage right now, let it cool off, prep my bucket, get the wash mitt done, and then go to town when it's nice and cool down. Like a black car in the sun gets really hot. But with this kind of dirt and stuff, I wouldn't hesitate to just wash it right now. However, with the photo that you saw, that is a lot of contamination. No Walter White reference here. But you don't want to get to town on any vehicle, whether it's black or white or blue or green, whatever, with that much dirt on it. So before you pull in the garage, take the hose out and rinse it off first. Just get some of that stuff off the paint, because you don't want to have to deal with all of that on your mitt and in your bucket. So that's the exception. I know it's called optimum no rinse. What no rinse stands for is no rinse after you wash it. So you can rinse it before, pull it in the garage, cool down, get your stuff done, go to town, one panel at a time, dry it, done. However, here's the biggest piece. I'm going to show you a clip that I took last weekend of the end result with some tips on how to take care of these wash mitts while you're washing each panel at a time. So consider this. Here's the end result. I used ONR, and I just got an email, sorry for that. And before you use these towels, every time you have to make sure there's nothing on them, because if there's anything on them, they will scratch the paint. So I'm being very careful with that right now. We'll see the end result in a minute. You want to pat dry it, especially on a black car. You want to avoid dragging anything along the paint so that you don't scratch it. But from the photo that you saw earlier to this, quite a remarkable result. And there you go. That's pretty much how I do it. You're watching New Car Spin, where I put the spin on new cars. My name's Brian, and this was Conversation Alley. This is a type of video that I do for my subscribers and viewers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Leave a thumbs up, or if you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. I read everything. And I figured that this would be a good service for all of you, because this is an effective, basically, way to wash your car in a drought-stricken area such as Austin, Texas. And it allows you to use very minimal water, and you don't have to drag the hose out. You don't have to do anything other than a 20-minute wash, and you get fantastic results, as you can see. Keep in mind this car is pretty new, so it's going to look new, but you'll get very good results on your car regardless. I'm not going to guarantee that, but I'm just going to tell you it's going to happen. So again, this is not a plug. I'm not paid. It's not a promotion. I'm just doing this as a service for all of you. You can find it online at many different places. I won't even throw links below because I don't do any affiliate marketing or any of that. So I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video.